7th Standard Science Part 2 Chapter 8 Reproduction in Plants Question Answer As per 2025-2026 Karnataka State Board Syllabus Exercises First main fill in the blanks. A. Production of new individuals from the vegetative part of parent is called vegetative propagation. B. A flower may have either male or female reproductive parts. Such a flower is called unisexual flower. C. The transfer of pollen grains from the anther to the stigma of the same or of another flower of the same kind is known as pollination. D. The fusion of male and female gametes is termed as fertilization. E. Seed dispersal takes place by means of wind, water, and animals. 2. Describe the different methods of asexual reproduction. Give examples. Asexual reproduction in plants. Definition. Reproduction that involves only one parent and does not involve gametes. Offsprings are genetically identical to the parent. 1. Vegetative propagation. Definition. Production of new plants from vegetative parts, roots, stems, leaves of the parent plant. Examples. Stem, rose cuttings, sugarcane, stem, potato tuber, root, sweet potato, dahlia, leaf, bryophyllum, leaf buds, begonia. 2. Spore formation. Definition. Some plants produce spores, which are small, single-celled structures that can grow into a new plant. Examples: mosses, ferns, mucor fungus. Third one is budding. Definition: a small outgrowth bud develops on the parent, grows, and eventually separates to form a new individual. Example: hydra, animal, yeast fungus. Fourth one is fragmentation. Definition: the body of the plant breaks into fragments, each of which develops into a new plant. Examples: Spirogyra, algae, some fungi. Fifth one, runners or stolons. Definition: some plants produce horizontal stems called runners that grow along the surface and give rise to new plants at nodes. Examples: strawberry grass. Third one, explain what you understand by sexual reproduction. Sexual reproduction in plants. Definition: sexual reproduction is the process in which two parent plants contribute male and female gametes, sex cells, that fuse to form a zygote, which develops into a new plant. Key points: 1. Involves gametes, male gamete, pollen, and female gamete, ovule. 2. Requires two parents in many cases, male and female. 3. Offsprings are genetically different from the parents. 4th. In flowering plants. 1 is stamens produce pollen, male gametes. 2. Carpel, pistils contains ovary and ovules, female gametes. Process in flowering plants. 1 is pollination, transfer of pollen from anther to stigma. 2. Fertilization, fusion of male and female gametes to form a zygote. 3rd. Seed formation. The zygote develops into an embryo inside the seed. 4th. Germination. The seed grows into a new plant. Importance of sexual reproduction. Ensures genetic variation, helps plants adapt to the environment, produces new varieties of plants. Fourth question, state the main difference between asexual and sexual reproduction. Feature: asexual reproduction, sexual reproduction. Number of parents: one parent in asexual reproduction. Sexual reproduction, two parents, male and female. Involvement of gametes: No gametes involved. Sexual reproduction involves male and female gametes. Offspring, genetically identical to parent. Sexual reproduction genetically different from parents. Examples: rose cutting, potato, bryophyllum, flowering plants like hibiscus, mango. Fifth one, sketch the reproductive parts of a flower. Stamen, in that anther, this is anther, and filament, two parts in the stamen. And in pestils, we have the parts stigma, style, ovary, and ovule. Sixth one, explain the difference between self-pollination and cross-pollination. Comparison of self-pollination and cross-pollination. Feature, self-pollination and cross-pollination. Definition. Self-pollination, pollen from the same flower or the same plant reaches the stigma. Cross-pollination, pollen from the another flower of the same species reaches the stigma. Number of the plants involved. Self-pollination, one plant. Cross-pollination, two different plants of same species. Genetic variation. Offspring are genetically similar to parent. Offsprings are genetically different from parents. Example: pea, wheat, tomato. Cross-pollination: hibiscus, mango, papaya. Advantages: no need for pollinators. Simple. Cross-pollination increases genetic variation, adaptation to environment. Disadvantages: less variation, may be susceptible to disease. Depends on pollinators or external agents. Seventh question: how does the process of fertilization takes place in flowers? Fertilization in flowers. Definition. Fertilization is the fusion of the male gamete from pollen with the female gamete ovule to form zygote. Steps of fertilization. 1. Pollination. Pollen grains from the anther land on the stigma of a flower. Second, formation of a pollen tube. Each pollen grain germinates on the stigma and forms a pollen tube that grows through the style towards the ovary. Third one, entry into the ovule. The pollen tube enters the ovule through the micropyle. Fourth one, fusion of gametes. The male gamete travels through the pollen tube and fuses with the female gamete ovule to form zygote. Fifth one, formation of seed and fruit. One, after fertilization. One is zygote develops into an embryo. 2. The ovule becomes the seed. 3. The ovary develops into the fruit. Pollination. Next step is pollen tube formation. Next, gamete fusion. Then zygote is formed. Then seed or fruit formation. Question number 8. Describe the various ways by which seeds are dispersed. There are several ways seeds are dispersed. One is by wind. Anemochory. The seeds that are light and often have wings, hairs, or parachute-like structures can be carried by the wind. Example: maple, winged seeds, samaras. Dandelion, seeds with a fluffy purpose. 2. By water, hydrochory. Seeds that can float or dispersed by water, especially in rivers, streams, or oceans. Examples: coconut, seeds can float in seawater. Water lily, seeds float on water surfaces. 3. By animals, zoochory. Animals help in seed dispersal in two ways. External attachment, seeds with looks or spines stick to animal fur or feathers. Example: burdock, xanthium. Internal ingestion, animals eat fruits and seeds pass through the digestive system and are excreted elsewhere. Example: mango, guava, berries. Fourth one, by explosion, autochory. Some plants eject their seeds forcibly from the fruit when it dries and bursts. Examples: balsam, explosive capsules, castor, fruits burst into scattered seeds. Fifth one by gravity. Barocori. Seeds simply fall to the ground near the parent plant due to gravity. Example, apple. Seeds fall when the fruit ripens. Coconut seeds fall from the tree. Ninth question. Match the items in column 1 with those in the column 2. Bud, yeast. Yeast produces asexually by budding. Eyes, potato. Potato has eyes which are buds from which new plants grow. Fragmentation. Spirogyra. Spirogyra reproduces when it breaks into fragments. Wings. Maple. Maple seeds have wings for wind dispersal. Spores. Bread mold. Bread mold reproduces by producing spores. Tenth one, take the correct answer. A. The reproductive part of a plant is the leaf, stem, root, flower. Answer is flower. B. The process of fusion of the male and the female gametes is called 1. Fertilization, 2. Pollination, 3. Reproduction, 4. Seed formation. Answer is 1. Fertilization. C. Mature ovary forms the 1. Seed, 2. Stamen, 3. Pistil, 4. Fruit. Answer is fruit. D. A spore-producing organism is 1. Rose, 2. Bread malt, 3. Potato, 4. Ginger. Answer is second bread mold. E. Bryophyllum can reproduce by its 1. Stem, 2. Leaves, 3. Roots, 4. Flower. Answer is 2. Leaves. Please like, share, subscribe, comment and save the playlist. Thank you very much. Bye bye.